brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Panthers and the 49ers on Sunday Night Primetime.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A hand will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
The 4th and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. From the 24, Lawrence. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Now Lawrence. Opens Godwin, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. His pass caught at the 4. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll complete this one to Watson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL, Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Buying time to his left. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Wentz. He finds Watson complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
Elliott diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I bet there's a big grin on the defense coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
Wentz, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Pollard will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Wentz now on 1st down. Short little throw to Ebron. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Able to slither by, and he'll be taken down, but have 1st down yardage. Now we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Again, it's Elliott. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Juwan Johnson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, that's just how they do it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Lawrence. Again, that's Hurst. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Lawrence. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Lawrence will throw. They set up the screen for Henry. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Well, that one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to 30 there. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz steps away to his left. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Samson Abuka. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback? A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll work down inside the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Kirby Joseph leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. On the draw, it's Pollard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Wentz. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Wentz. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. So after the INT, here's Wentz. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Samuel. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he will find his man, Samuel. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Blankenship's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it was the New York Giants who are moving on as they knock off the Philadelphia Eagles. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and very short, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Henry. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Lawrence. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Mooney. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Second and 5 now. Lawrence. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Henry running right. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the one. On third down, Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Alec Ingold punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie us at 24. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Now the ball comes loose. And the Panthers have recovered. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. To try again after the sack, Lawrence. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. Will be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Wentz now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Inside give to Elliott. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nifty move. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Holding offense. You gotta be kidding me.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Wentz going to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence to the right side and complete to Hurst. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. On 1st down, Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, fourth quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw Lawrence. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Draw play, this is Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Lawrence will throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Godwin from 6 yards away. And the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Lawrence's throw there complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first. Here's Lawrence. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. They'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Lawrence going to throw again. Complete to Mooney on the slant. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They keep it with Henry on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.